Hey everybody, this is Dan from Valar Morghulis. All men must die. Today we'll be doing another war recap. This will be recap 145 against Learn2Clash. This here was an arranged war. They are primarily a Town Hall 8 and 9 war clan. They are really good at what they do. They have really good bases. They have really good attacks. And this year was an awesome war, man. We tied it in stars, 73 to 73. Lost by total destruction by 1%, man, 1%. Really good match. It came down to the wire, man. Look at this, man. This last hour, green, green, red, green, red. Very few, like nothing there, silver, but it came down to the wire, and it was just a really good war. And compliments to Learn2Clash, putting up a good bases and really good attacks. Our 6-star hitters for the war would be Beto, myself, Knife, Someone, Oberon, Memory, Dark Knight, and Monarch. And for our first war, or actually not, let's go to the enemy bases here. The first base that we're going to show here is Beto attacking Mr. Cautious. Now, this here is kind of like a new age style base where you have like these huge dead zones, and it makes Teslas. You put 2 Teslas on either side and double giant bombs in the middle. It makes it really crappy to hog. Now we use loons to the max this war. Like if it was an attack that was 3-star, it'd probably involve loons. It's just in the age of donated spells. This is what you get, man. Like he's really been practicing on these 2 lightnings on 1 air defense with a quake, 2 lightnings on another one with a quake, and then you hit it with a pinna, and it's just like that. Now it's a certain style. Now what he's done here is he's flooded one side, and he's used 3 lava hounds, and that's just for 1 air defense, just to soak everything up. But he put them like outside in. In addition to that, he used loons to break defenses. No golem in order to get this queen. He used loons to break those defenses, so these heroes are still going to be alive for cleanup. There you go, guys. See what opened up on the middle of this base? You got 2 Teslas, and there's probably a double giant bomb in the middle. I think we hit this thing with air only, so I don't know, but I'd guess double giant bomb there in the middle, and that would end a whole bunch of hogs. Now, he used the other lava hound on the far side with a couple loons, and he's out of loons. So these loons are spell free. They just gotta roll through this base. They're really getting chewed up there by that Tesla, and they still get it down. Still get down. The archer towers still get down because there is 1 lava hound still in the mix. So he advances forward. He gets hit by not 1 but 2 black air mines. He had the back end of his base just really loaded with air mines, and it just happens. I'm pretty sure there's 2 on the right side as well. Now the lava hound, the way how it was deployed, soaked all damage from the expo as well as this archer tower, because when the loons were done with their stuff on the left, they're going to be so slow to advance on the right. The first thing the archer tower is going to lock into is going to be the lava hound. So that thing tanked the whole way. You don't need pups nonstop. You don't need loons nonstop. Sometimes you just need something to hold it up so that loons can do what loons do, which is get you 3 stars. So that's going to be a 6-star board for Beto, man. Good job. I think there was a lot to take away from that attack. Sometimes the 2 strikes and a quake per air defense is just awesome. But you also need smart deployment, and that's what that was. Really good hit. Next one here is from Mortal Mao. You guys know him. It's Lightning God. He's going to do some lightning. Now, he's not going to do his standard attack that we should feature in the video last week, but he is going to get some cuts down here. The minions are going to cut these high health storages, so the first thing that goes down, and we have 2 air defenses that are too close together. So if you quake them right in the middle, Quake's going to do the full damage regardless of what part of the circle it hits. So if you hit it right in the middle and it only hits on one side and the other side, it's still going to do like that 1/3 or 25%, whatever that is, damage. I don't know, the class mechanics are getting weird on Quake spells, but he has suicide drags in the bag. And there's one thing that he didn't do is he never cut the not the air defense, but the elixir storage right there in front. So the two dragons are gonna bust it down, and the first thing that they will advance into is the town hall and the queen. So they're gonna go ahead and knock her down, and then we're gonna start a law loon here from the back, and we have 16 balloons and 4 hounds just to knock out what's left of this base. Now there's still a lot of base left, and there's no Teslas on the board, so it's about to get interesting. Now I personally would have thrown down my haste right here just to get my loons moving, but he is saving them for the critical situation. You know, maybe like a Tesla farm or something. But you know, even though you had the sweeper there, loons still make progress. They still will advance, but that lava hound that they are trying to protect is going to be slow going. I'm sorry. But that last lava hound deployment, check this out. So it gets a break, and then that lava hound will advance to protect all the loons against the expo, the archer tower, and the 2 Teslas. That is just sweet. It also picked up 2 red air mines, so that play there was awesome. Another thing that's cool is that our dragon never died, so it's still alive. It's still doing work for us. That's cool. The all the air mines are popping up, so this here is bad to hog. It's bad to loon. Everything bad, but he had that lava hound because he busted air defenses. He had the lava hound there as last minute tanking, and there's too many loons, and with the dragon there, it's just gonna mess everything up. Another thing I liked about this attack is his heroes were available for cleanup. Boom! It's gonna be 3 stars. So yeah, he didn't do the typical immortal attack, but you know, you gotta play on a base of weakness. Those air defenses too close together. Even threw in the swag haste. Look at that. Alright, our next attack here is from John, attacking their number 8, which is Toby Clasher. I thought this base was really good. This here was our second hit on it. John, he usually steps up and busts down Town Hall 10s for us, throwing up a solid 2 as a Town Hall 9. That's always awesome. So he decided to take a very direct approach to this, and there's one clan castle golem, there's another one there, and they're soaking up everything from this. So, and he's got 2 more golems in the bag. They did a variety of, like, you know, a golem, a lava hound, like a dragon, 2 loons, dragon, couple whiz, dragon, a bunch of archers, sometimes like archers, and I don't know, some other ground troops. Good mix of troops within the clan castle. So everything here was a little bit unpredictable. Now this here is a very direct approach. We're gonna have 4 golems backed by wizards. This is like a Town Hall 10 attack, and then but it's kind of a max attack Town Hall 10. I don't know what you want to call it. But the wizards are gonna like step on in. I think those wizards there's 2 wizards that just dropped now were supposed to move in, but there wasn't enough like breadcrumbs for them to actually step up. With the 4, yeah, that's right, 4 golems, they're gonna step up and just keep tapping down defenses and keep tapping them all down. So as they break, he's quick to deploy these loons, man. But he was almost a little bit too hasty there on the right, so now he gets himself collected. The queen's getting shot, so he's gonna boost her and just annihilate stuff, and then he will keep deploying his loons. Now those 2 loons that you just dropped were supposed to go for the archer tower, but whatever. The rest of this thing's going to be in the bag. The reason is because with that haste spell, everything closed in on the defenses that were not hitting the golems, and everything else that's left on the board is going to be stuck on the golems. So there's absolutely nothing here to kill loons. So sometimes, you know, this here was a pretty good base. Sometimes a very good direct approach is the right approach. I mean, did he need all those golems? I don't know. Personally, I would have thrown 2 level 3 witches, go with a 2-1-2 kind of clan castle, but still rock 3 golems, do the same attack. I think it would have turned out the same. That's just me, man. I use level 3 witches this war, and I liked it a lot. Anyway, man, John, good job wrecking it, man. Here's Kung Fu Panda. Someone came up and fought him. Now, someone's been really good at, you know, this 2 lightning, 1 quake sort of thing on the air defenses, and he's been wrecking it. So he gets it down, blows up those 2. This here is a very advanced base. We have a dead zone middle. We have a clan castle up front, as well as a barbarian king. This base is designed just screw you over on an Archer Queen grab. So you don't need to bring like haste or anything, but the the golem there is 6,300 hit points that your Barbarian King or Archer Queen is going to lock onto and not kill the Queen. The Barbarian King level 21 is like 2,000 change, 2,500 or something like that health. So he puts his heroes down in such a manner that they pretty much advance forward into the clan castle and the Archer Queen. And he's able to actually get it down. And then he hits his base with 4 lava hounds and 24 loons. Now the queen is probably not going to survive that golem, just going man to man with it, or woman to whatever it might be. But we're going to see some smart play here. We do have a Tesla farm happening. Loons have been mostly deployed. You still dropping them, kind of analyzing what kind of air mines are popping up. Still got 2 loons in the bag. Probably going to drop them on the right. I think that's where they go. But everything is just like commencing. Now the queen did just use her ability, and if you look at that, she used her ability, and right before the golem was ready to explode to do like 600 some change damage on the shatter effect, he used the ability. She doesn't just go invisible and untargetable, she goes invulnerable. She's invincible during that time frame. Those are invincibility frames, so she took no damage from that shatter. Smart play. Now he has his queen from queen up. This attack was over the top smart. I don't even know. Look, 24 loons, you pretty much could drop on every single defense from outside in. So the donut base doesn't handle it very well. And with his lava hound deployment, he was able to pick up most of the air mines. That's it, man. That's it. Just in total control, start to finish. Knife. Now, we've seen a lot of loons. Knife here, he's all about some hogging. Now this here's the second time we hit this base. Had a little surprise in the middle. One of those Tesla's double giant bombs. Now we weren't sure about the bottom side here, so we're gonna go in from the side that we're not sure of. Now you gotta be really careful with these breakers, man. So he times it well with that mortar, and they go in. So he's got a wizard there to make snipe cuts as well as on the defenses. Heroes are going in, a real light squad here. Got a stupid lava hound that rolls out of the kill squad, and then I'm missing it, man. We got hogs up top. Now these hogs, I think he brought 30 hogs in total. These hogs are just to make cuts. I think one of them, the left side hogs, were actually supposed to carry to the right, or maybe get down that wizard tower. But he's trying to eliminate double giant bomb spots. So now he's netted to 1. Puts down 2 other hogs as the wizard towers were engaged. And that's enough to nail the wizard towers. Unfortunately, the lava hounds pop. And now you got pups that are nailing stuff as well. So those hogs are not going to be that good. Puts down more hogs. Still got 8 in the bag. Just 8. Uses a heal spell here for the Tesla pop, and he is going to he's going to knock him down. Now the Teslas aren't really targeting the hogs, so it's not that important. Now we do get the one Tesla there in the middle. They're going to hammer it down, and then it's bacon time. So unfortunately that's it. Now we got 8 hogs. 8 hogs only. Both skeleton traps pop. Both skeleton traps, 8 hogs. Now I don't understand these ain't max defenses or anything, but there's pretty much nothing left. I think there's less than 8 hogs actually still left on the board, maybe like 6. Luckily for him, he does not hit a spring trap. Now what we have here is double heals. 2 heal spells were actually placed down, and believe it or not, it's like the only spell in the game that actually stacks. So if you put down 2 poisons, it doesn't work. You put down 2 heals, it actually does work. They would regain health at twice the normal rate. Smart play on that. I've never seen a double suicide hog run. That was crazy. You came in at a weird angle and you just made it work, man. And that's probably the best hogging I've seen in a while. That was next level stuff. Here we go, man. I gotta show this one because after the video, I got some flack, man. I got some skeptics out there. Look, dude, this here's a pretty decent base. You got the dead zone in the middle. I mean, I understand the bases, the defenses here are not maxed, but it doesn't matter. What the tricks of this base make it what it is. Now, this is going to be an immortal attack, so we're trying to get the CC pulled. And here's a fun fact. Out of all the things I've shown you, they were all second attacks, second or third attacks. This one here was a first attack and early in the war, so we didn't know what the hell was in the CC. So he throws in the extra loon there just to make sure he gets it all. He's like, I don't know, must just be ground troops in there. He's going to put down his queen. He's going to use it to take care of the troops. And the queen's not really going to do anything else because it's just whatever. I think I would have put her down in a more advantageous spot so she can shoot defenses, but I think she stays alive for most of the combat because the balloons are able to get down what they need. I think he anticipated the sweeper to stick on the lava hounds there, but they don't. So he uses a haste right here. There you go, in order to get her down. Now we do have air skeletons just chewing away. I don't think any are on the loons right now, but everything's moving from the outside in. Really good deployment style here. And he is able to make them transition here to the bottom. And he puts down a lava hound there. He also has his clan castle lava hound. I don't know if he forgot it, but he still has that one there. And the number one problem, see a Pekka stepped out. See, the number one problem with immortal attacks is having the Tesla farm on the outside. Like somewhere on like an offshoot of the base, and you're just like, oh man, like it doesn't protect the loons. So the lava hound was just annihilated. The loons weren't able to push back, not having any spells, but we still have a max clan castle lava hound. It's gonna be great, right? All pups are immediately annihilated, and now they're on the lava hound there. There's enough damage there that this lava hound, like he can't take it. He's losing like 1,000 damage every couple of seconds, or 1,000 health. I mean, every couple of seconds. Just that damage really adds up. But we have enough loons and we have enough pups on the board to make it happen. His queen never got around. There you go. I think he anticipated his queen to be alive. But we have enough to make this attack work. I don't know if this attack would have worked if he would have lost all his loons, but really smart deployment, like the late deployment on the hounds. Sometimes you want to throw them all down, and sometimes you want to hold and think about it. And that's something that we've seen earlier in this video as well. Now, one more attack here. Oberyn Martell. So this here is a no golem Laloon with a hog snipe. Really, really smart play here. Now, the expos are down. So I already tell you this is not the right idea for him to be running as far as a base. But I think this was a follow-up attack. So we knew it was in the CC. Check this out. So he puts down his wall breakers. Now the wall breakers were able to freely break the wall because there's no Tesla there, there's no archer tower, nothing there that's able to break them. And a level 14 archer queen only has level 2 abilities. So what is she going to do here? Uses the ability to nuke the clan castle and flawlessly kills the clan castle without like taking a single point of damage. It's awesome. Now, no golem approach here. We're going to put down 3 Valks and the Barbarian King. The Valks are max level. He puts down a Rage. They're going to roll up there. They're going to swing. Queen's dead. That's it. Now, I think he intended to kind of empty out this compartment. There are 3 Teslas in here. And all these wizard towers and all that. This is going to be really bad for a Laloon approach. So you want to dump out this compartment. But you don't want to take a big kill squad because, especially with the hog snipe there. I mean, this base is like to drain you of units. Everything's kind of spread out. The sweepers are kind of effective, and but he has total control of this fight from start to finish. He has a rage and 4 haste, so sweepers are not going to be a factor. Crossing a distance not going to be a factor. He's pretty much just going to roll his base, and it's going to be hilarious. I think he still has more loons. Still waiting for loons to hit the board. And he's just waiting there, and he's just putting down spells. He puts down the poison into all the skeletons or CC. I forgot what came out, but that's it, man. He's just throwing down. You don't even need to rush the loons at this point, but whatever, it is what it is. He moves them on in, breaks it down. They're going to finish. Gonna finish strong. So this one will be another 3-star attack. Good job, Oberon. Good job, everybody on Valar Morghulis. I mean, and as well as Learn2Clash. This year was an awesome war. It came down to the last minute. It was an intense matchup. Everybody had a good time. Love some arranged wars. Everybody had a good time. All right, man. It's gonna be Dan. Y'all take care.